Bissaka out for 2 months. Very, very bad story. It's not the news you would like to get from the camp of Man United ahead of the game of Bayern Munich, games of Burnley, Crystal Palace, and so on and so forth, because this is one of the players that was supposed to obviously rotate in that position with Diego Dallo. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. It's not business as usual, because as you're celebrating the morning, the return of Varane and maybe Mason Mount, another player is obviously going to the sick bay of Manchester United, and that is none other than Wan-Bissaka, a player that is not injury prone, a player that is rarely out of these conversations of injuries. He is really one of those that has gone ahead to fall off the grid of the fully fit players of Manchester United. It's a Monday. We thank God for the gift of life. Remember, Wednesday is the day for us to play against Bayern Munich. It's another huge game between United and Bayern, and we are set to obviously follow up everything as it goes on this channel. So smash the like button close to 10 times, and let's go ahead and obviously bring you the story that the website of Man United has gone ahead and obviously broken. Remember, yesterday night we had a story that was a rumor that was yet to be confirmed today, that Wan-Bissaka was injured and was going to be out for some long period. Now, today, the United website confirmed to us the following: that Bissaka is set for a period on the sidelines after sustaining an injury during the closing stages of Saturday's game against Brighton. Further assessment will be needed to determine how long Bissaka will be out for, but initial indications suggest it will be several weeks. That is it coming in from Man United. Now, after that, obviously, they could not confirm as a club of Manchester United on the website, but they passed through the correspondent of United for The Athletic, that is Laurie Whitwell, and they confirmed to us the period that Wan-Bissaka is obviously going to be out for. And this is what Laurie Whitwell had to say. Wan-Bissaka is out for up to 2 months after sustaining a hamstring injury in the final minutes after coming onto against Brighton. That's what we got coming in from Laurie Whitwell. Now, that shows you that we are in for it. We are in for it. And sometimes even having just one player for a certain, having two players for a certain position is not enough. That's why versatility is one of those things that Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to preach ever since he came in at Man United, because he believes that he needs versatile players to come in through and obviously play for the club of Manchester United. Today is the 18th. Today is the 18th of September, meaning that he's set to return on the 18th or around the 18th of November, because he's out for the whole of October, and for the first 2 weeks of November he's obviously going to be out. But the beauty of this is United is not going to face huge teams in there for you, but the worry is Dallo is a very good right back. He showcased his qualities when you're playing Brighton, but what if he also gets an injury? That is the big question that most of you are not even looking at. I know Dallo can really deliver, but we are going to be playing almost 2 games per week, you know, for the next 4 weeks. And then, are they for the next 4 weeks? I think for the next 4 weeks. Then after that, we are going to go to the national break. Remember, Diego Dallo is being played by Portugal in every game. You understand? And then he returns to play 2 games a week until I think the 12th of December. So that is where my worry comes in through, because we are playing 2 games a week, and when you look at our central defense, it's really thin. Lindelof can be played as a right back, maybe when Varane is back. But what if also Dallo gets an injury? You know, so we have to play Dallo reservingly as far as this is concerned. But remember, Diego Dallo played very many games, 2 games per week last season, and he got injured in the World Cup. Maybe you have to pray to it that by the time Dallo really plays all those games, Bissaka is fully fit. You know, we have to pray to it that Dallo plays those very many games you're going to play from the game of Bayern Munich on Wednesday to the 18th. Let me see. That will be another international break. Not so, because you have another international break around November. Yeah. So that means Dal will have to play until the 11th of November and will be going for an international break. All right? An international break that will see United return on the 25th, playing Everton away from home. Meaning that Aaron Wan-Bissaka might return when we are playing against Everton. So the games that Bissaka is going to miss are as follows: Bayern Munich this week, Wednesday. Burnley, that is in the Premier League, this Saturday. Then if EFL Cup, playing Crystal Palace on Tuesday, that is next week. Then next Saturday, that is the 30th of October, we are going to be playing Crystal Palace. Then Galatasaray in there for you, Champions League at Old Trafford, 3rd of October. 7th of October we play Brentford, and then we go to the international break. That is it. Then we'll return on the 21st of October to play Sheffield away from home, Copenhagen at Old Trafford. That is the 24th of October. 29th of October we play Man City at Old Trafford, and then the 4th of October we play, the 4th of November we play Fulham at Craven Cottage. Then 8th of November we play Copenhagen in Denmark, then Luton Town on the 11th of November at Old Trafford. Then those are the games that's going to miss, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's going to miss out on 11 games, as he's going to be really nursing that injury, and that really leaves us in a zone that is really difficult, because however much these games are obviously not very, 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 very hard to play, but you'll obviously want to have your players available. Not so? I know you always want your players available. Now let me take you through the list of these players that are really injured or absentees. Jadon Sancho and Antony are not injured, out for non-footballing reasons. Tyrell Malacia injured. Mason Mount back on the green grass. Luke Shaw out until December or November. Then Rafael Varane is returning on the weekend. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is out for 2 months. Kobe Menu returning towards the end of October. Amad Diallo towards the end of November. Tom Heaton, we don't know when he's going to return. Sofiane Amrabat, I think in the next 2-3 weeks he'll be physically fit to play. And the manager now has close to 11 players injured, out, and this is where you really get to know that his job is obviously going to be hard. And the new head of science department at Man United, let me get his name, head of science department, Man United. Is it Osco, if I'm not mistaken, to obviously pronounce his name well? Coming in from Arsenal. He has gone ahead to obviously do the needful and obviously get in at Man United today. And trust me, he's leaving and coming at United. He's gone ahead to start his job today, and is obviously going to start it off on a very hard note. Having all those injuries at the club of Man United is one of the hardest things to talk about, because he needs to really assess these players. After assessing the players, he has to take them through the drills that are obviously going to help them keep fit, because the problem we're having at Man United is obviously similar, and it's been affecting the club of Man United because our science department, our physio department, our medical department has always not gone ahead to do their job as they're supposed to be doing it. Do you know why? How can you have 9 players out injured at the beginning of the season? That is really abysmal, and it shows that somebody is not doing his job at the club of Man United, and that can't be the coach. It's all about the physio team that is really having problems. But having been at Arsenal for 15 years and knowing what affects these players a lot, and Arsenal players are not going to have to be injured a lot. I think he's going to bring his expertise at Man United to see to it that we get to where we want to be in a nick of time. So guys, your thoughts on Bissaka out for 2 months are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about the injury list that is really accumulating? Who is not doing his job? Who is not doing his job at Man United? Because someone has to be answerable for all of this. And let's wait and see whether the new head of science from Arsenal at Man United starting his job today will be a solution. If at all you think it's going to be a solution, go into the comment section and let us know about that. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barakallahu fikum. Ciao, ciao.